Zoo Buddies, brought to you by Animal House, your local hometown pet store in business for 40 years. 2934 Cypress Street, West Monroe.
Thank you guys for being here.
Oh, I'm always happy to be here.
Happy to talk about these wonderful birds we got behind us, pelicans. They're not really here at the moment. They floated away.
Yeah, so we have our white pelicans here, and these guys may not be native to Louisiana, but you can find them here at times as they're migrating. You usually find them along the coast from California all the way to Florida and then into South America.
And that's so interesting because, Lisa, we were talking about it. A lot of people think the white pelican is the state bird. It's not true.
So the fun fact about that is the reason people think it's the white pelican is because the white pelican is on the flag. But the reason they have that is because it's the pelican of purity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And so technically it would be the brown pelican, which you can find here.
Yes, the brown pelican is native to Louisiana.
And what areas do you find it in mostly? Is it coastal?
Usually coastal. You're going to find them anywhere that's going to be close to the ocean.
Food. We were giving them some nice fish today, and I thought it was interesting. You said it's got vitamins and nutrients too.
Yeah, so the fish we feed out is frozen fish, and we thaw it out, and we add B1 to it, because when you freeze fish, they do lose that vitamin, so we just add that onto the fish to make sure they get it.
In the wild, what would they be eating?
All types of fish, and they're going to try to eat anything that's going to fit in that bill. Does everything fit in? Absolutely not, but they are going to try. That bill can actually hold 3 gallons of water in the pouch while they're fishing.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. They're amazing, and what they do is they'll hold the head up when they fish, drop the fish all the way back down while the water's draining out of the side.
Okay, so they can just take up a huge amount of water at a time and hope for something.
Yeah, so pretty much when you see these guys hunting, you're going to see a bunch in one area. They work together, scare the fish into one general location, and then everyone's pretty much scooping to get the fish as fast as possible.
Wow. And Lisa, you've got how many on the lagoon right now?
So we currently have 3 white pelicans on the lagoon right now. And one particular pelican came locally from Lake D'Arbonne, and his name is Pontchartrain. And so he's a fan favorite out here that cruises the lagoon, and we were happy to help out in the rescue of that pelican. Because all 3 of our pelicans are rehab birds, so they can't fly. So you can't see that beautiful 10-foot wingspan that these pelicans have, which, by the way, guys, that is one of the largest wingspans in the world, next to the condor in California. So when you see these guys in flight above, coming in for migration, they'll fly in the V formation, and you can tell the white pelicans by the black stripes on the tips of their wings. Okay. And you can actually see that when they're flying.
Wow. So yeah, you can see them from the sky, you'll know.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, what a big bird up there.
They are huge. When you see them flying, you just see how large they are, and it's amazing that such a big bird is up in the air.
Yeah, it doesn't seem aerodynamic.
No, but they actually are pretty buoyant. They have air sacs in their breasts, and not to mention they glide when they're up in the air instead of all those wing flaps like a lot of birds do. The larger birds like to just glide on the heat currents that are up there.
Nice. And so for people who want to come see these guys, just kind of walk by the lagoon. Hopefully you'll find them.
Yeah, so the main spot that they'll be like first thing in the morning or right when the zoo opens, it's going to be right here at our pelican feeding station, which is next to the children's greenhouse. But as well as taking the boat's a good spot. If you don't see them when you're walking around, get a boat ticket and then you'll see them back there. Or we have another feeding station on the other side for all of the ducks and such that are on the lagoon, and they like to hang out over there as well.
Yeah, it's prime brim fishing right there. Where they
fishing.
Yes.
All right, I do want to say something. So Cheyenne has been on many of these segments with us. This is actually going to be her last one. So sad to see you go. Thank you for being here so many times.
Oh yeah, so I've been at the zoo for years, and it's just been a wonderful experience. I feel really lucky to get to do this as I wanted to do it as a child. Right. But now it's time in my life that we're kind of moving on into some new adventures, and I hate to leave here, but I am excited for the future.
And many more animals in your future too.
Absolutely, always.
Thank you guys for being here. We're going to have all the details about these guys on our website, canwe.com.